To the Creative Llama. If you see the red live box above my head, that means I'm live. But if you don't see it, you are just catching the replay. Come on in, y'all, because we are going to create what y'all voted on this morning is this Winter Love Never Melt word art. We love the word arts around here. So we're going to paint this up today. So as y'all pop in, say hey, comment the word winter. I think I forgot to change. No, I changed it. I think it says winter in the pinned comment. Yep, it sure does. So comment the word winter. That will get you the supply list. This cutout is 25% off today. So if you just comment the word winter and go to the website, the first link in the message that I send you, it's there. Let me get this shared into my broadcast channel, and then we are going to get started. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday morning. I stayed up late working. Y'all, Facebook just picks the most horrible cover pictures for lives. Hi, Tracy. Good morning. So let's go ahead and get started because we've got lots of painting to do. Let me roll up my sleeves because y'all know me. And if you don't, I make a big old mess all the time. I get paint everywhere constantly. Let me grab my paint card over here. Hi, Natalie. And let's start getting this together. So this is the base. I have all my little pieces so I don't lose them. Let's start with the base of the cutout and then we'll go from there. But I hope everybody's having a great day. I've got a busy day ahead of me. Lots of things to do. So I hope y'all are gonna have a great day too. I kind of forgot what I was gonna say there. All right, let me pull this up really quickly. Let me look for my comments. I lost them. And then we are going to get started. Here we go. Almost there. Sorry, y'all. I thought I had everything pulled up, but I didn't. Hi, Maria. Hi, Julie. Hi, Toby. Alrighty, so let's kind of start organizing based on how I'm going to paint these. So this is obviously going to be white. I'm going to paint that blue. White, white, white. That way we're not switching back and forth. We're going to go red for these, blue for this. So that it says Winter Love Never Melts. And this is what y'all voted on in the broadcast channel. So if you're not in my broadcast channel, make sure that you join. A little nose. And if you could tell, it's our snowman again. I'm loving this little snowman. I love it. It makes me so happy. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Dawn Ladd. You're welcome, Dolores. Dawn, I meant to message you a couple days ago. The snowman trio that you ordered is ready too. So just let me know when you're ready to pick up. Just let me know. I have all your stuff together. No voice. Y'all can't hear me? Hi, Linda Salisbury. I don't know if it's Salisbury or Salisbury. I don't know. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking my cutout. I use MDF and I'm taking a wet wipe because that is all glue that's sitting on top of my cutout. And if you leave that sitting there, it can discolor your paint. So always, at least for me, wipe down your cutouts. We can hear you. Okay, good. Hi, Tracy. Good morning. Hi, Pat. Oh, all right. I'm thinking here. Let's get out our tape. I've been loving this little snowman set. So the last couple lives, I've been kind of painting like a whole set that kind of goes together. So we did this guy last night. We did this one last night. This was in our live sale, which if you missed this guy, this will be in our Thrifty Thursday tonight. And then this is our cutout of the week. Isn't he just a little cutie? And that guy's $6 if you want him. So we're kind of just keeping up with our little snowman set. I'm just loving that all of these go together. It just is making me happy. So let's start the painting. I'm going to use cactus flower for my background. Perfect, Dawn. Perfect, perfect. Good morning, Janice. How are you? And I call these a twofer because it's winter and Valentine's Day all at the same time. And this isn't like, at least in my opinion, overtly Valentine's Day. It has some hearts, but I guess this one is because it has like a big the word love. So I take that back. The other pieces are not overtly Valentine's Day. Me too, Tracy. I got a snowman village behind me. I love snowman crafts. It just makes me so happy. And so I've been sticking with it. I feel like after Christmas and between like Valentine's Day, there's a very small window for the snowmen. And so I've been taking full advantage. All right, so I'm not going to paint the middle of my snowman right here, the outline, because this piece right here is just going to go right on top. So there's really no need to glue it, paint it unless you want to. I can already tell that this is going to need another coat. Good, good. What's good, good? Are you saying you've been good, good? Y'all, the weather here in Texas, or at least where I live, it's a little, I don't want to say bipolar, but it's up and down. It'll be cold, and then it'll get hot, and then cold, and then hot. What's the weather like where y'all are at? Anybody have snow on the ground where you're at? I'm sure lots of places do. All right. I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can without getting a giant mess everywhere. Oh yeah, this is going to definitely need a second coat. All right, I'm just going to start up here and go back over it. Like so. I was going to say who snored. Who scored some DecoArt paints? Hi, Gail Maples. Who scored some DecoArt paint last night on their sale? I don't know if it's still going on, but last night DecoArt, which is what I use a lot, had a 25% off sale. And I just placed an order last week, and I went in and I spent a lot of money. Not a lot. I got my free shipping. Let's just say that. And so I loaded up on more colors. Thank you, Brenda. Found a card. Finally found a card. My card. Oh no, Janice. What kind of card did you get? Thank you for sprinkling, Brenda. I know Miss Maria did. We were chit-chatting about it later after my live last night. Freezing and snow. -20. Amelia, 50 degrees. I can do that. But you know, like when it hits, I was talking to Thomas about this the other day. I was like, when it hits like 50 degrees here, Texans, they act like it's 15 degrees outside. We got our big coats on, hats, gloves. I just find that hilarious. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Cynthia. No, but very cold in Pennsylvania. It goes from cold in the morning to warm in the afternoons. Cold in the morning to warm in the afternoons. Okay. And we're just going to work our way from the bottom up. That way we don't lose any pieces. All right, let's dry this. Hi, Marcia. How are you? Yes, it's the humidity that makes it feel colder. Probably. You ain't wrong about that, probably. I shouldn't say ain't, but you know what I mean. So last night on my live, I showed y'all the new winter stuff that came out. I don't know if Miss Lisa's on. Like the new winter Valentine's Day transfers that came out, and there are some cutie patooties in there. And I also have gotten the new Peanuts launch that's coming out tomorrow. So, do y'all want to see the new Peanuts transfers? I think I'm allowed to show them. Oh, for sure, Dawn. 50 is not cold, but for us Texans, that's cold. That's why I was laughing at him. It's so ridiculous. A Chevy Traverse big enough to carry all the grandkids. I saw your picture of your new car, Robbie. It looks so pretty. Very, very pretty. All right. There's that. Oh, gosh. All right. Let's do background of this. I'm going to distress the background. I'm going to use my distressing crayon. But first before I do anything, I'm going to wipe up because I got some paint back here that I didn't mean to get. And I'll clean up my edges at the end on this piece. Okay, so I like to use distressing crayons. And the way that I learned how to do this was you take it and apply it to the bottom of a makeup sponge. You can also do it with a finger dauber. I've done that plenty of times before. Okay, I have always really liked the distressing crayons over the ink pads. I just think they blend better. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little bit of that distressing on the edge. Oh my word, right there. Okay. Of course you want to see them. I have them right here, but they come out tomorrow. And y'all know peanut stuff, pretty much like once it's gone, it's gone. So if you are a Peanuts fan, these are really cute. And 50 in Texas, 50 in any northern state after the ground has frozen are totally. Oh, for sure. I bet, Miss Dawn. All right, let's go around the whole edge. Yeah, comment the word winter. That's our key word for today. I might have to cut this off because I got a little bit of, I don't know, black around it. There we go. This just adds, I don't know, a something to it. I like distressing. We talk about it all the time over here. Amazon. So if you comment the word winter, Mary, and you click on, in the message that I send you, if you click on the button that says Amazon favorites, it'll take you to my Amazon storefront. And it should be under distressing items, because I have it in categories, and they should be in there. And then if you make a purchase through Amazon, it does help me just a little bit. I get a little, I mean, it's like 2 cents. That's not very much. But I get rewarded for sharing. A finger dauber probably would have been better for this, just because it is such a large thing to go around. Let me see. Do I want to do, no. Okay. We're good there. All right, so let's start with winter melts. Winter never melts, okay? So we're gonna do these words in our crystal blue. So I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna get out my tape. You're welcome. So we have winter never melts. And I'm gonna use crystal blue, which is the background of that little palette sign that we did last night. That's this color. We're kind of sticking with a theme here. But this cutout today is 25% off. So it makes it like $13.50. So if you want one, just let me know. You can comment the number 100 and I can add it to an invoice or an order, or you can just go directly to the website and order. Either way. Actually, I think I picked the wrong color. Now that I'm looking at this. It's fine. We'll do this. And then we'll distress with a darker blue. We'll distress with that peacock. Was it this one? No. There's a peacock color we used last night that was really pretty. Y'all, I need to sit down and I need to write out all the Christmas gifts that I've already bought and figure out who I still need to shop for. I am in no shape. I have no clue what I have for Christmas gifts. I need to sit down and I need to figure that out because I was looking. Christmas is so soon, y'all. And I feel like I'm so far behind. Anybody else is like that? Is there anybody out there who hasn't started Christmas gift shopping? Hi, Ken. How are you? Good morning. All right, let me show y'all some of the Peanuts transfers. Y'all ready? All right, so another coat of that. Let me... Ooh, that's so fun, Maria. Hi, Donna. Doctor appointment, I get it, girl. Okay, so I'm pretty sure these are launching tomorrow, if I read correctly. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4 new Peanuts transfers. Well, good, Miss Denise. I don't feel so bad now. So this one is Snoopy Love. So this is coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So Snoopy Love. I love this one. Sweet but salty. Then we have Love Drives Me Crazy. That'd be great for a t-shirt. And then we have, this is a 4-fur. This one is called the Classic Valentine. How cute would these be for little Valentine cards for kids? So you have, you're a catch, you rock, you're my number one, and you're my type. Aren't those so cute? So which one's your favorite? The Snoopy Love, the Snoopy Salty, Love Drives Me Crazy, or the 4-fur. You don't have to call it a 4-fur. That's just what I call them. All right, one more coat of this. Which one? Which one? I love all the Peanut stuff. I think they're so fun. Number 4, the 4-fur. Me too, Miss Robbie. I have a gift for my niece that has been sitting out. It's a little bath bomb that's been sitting out all year so I don't forget about it. Love and Salty, the Snoopy Salty. Oh shoot, if you're commenting the word Snoopy, you might get a message. I apologize. That was not supposed to happen. All right, we do need a heart from here. So let me kind of guess it's this one because it needs the blue. All right, dry that real quick. We'll do another coat. Love dries. I love them all. The 4-fur. Yeah. Speaking, Shelly's here. Did y'all see my post yesterday, what she did to me? Shelly came over yesterday and she helped shrink wrap a bunch of stuff. Did you see what else she shrink wrapped yesterday on my page? She thought she was being real funny. The number 4. I know. I like the Peanut stuff. I think they do a great job. Very classic Peanuts. All right. Ooh, y'all, look at that pink and that blue. Gorgeous. Oh, no, Michelle. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. Is she okay? Did I? Oh my God. Excuse me. What? Did it go wrong? Did it go okay? There's more? Which one were you doing, Kim? Y'all, so she shrink wrapped my mouse and now she's saying there's more and I guess I haven't found it yet. All right, we're gonna distress the letters with this really pretty peacock feathers distress crayon. And I'm just kind of distressing the bottoms. I would have been ashamed. No, the big transfers are hard to use. And it's more of just like maneuvering it so it doesn't get stuck together or stuck on something. I would not have been ashamed. I wish I would have known. I would have gone on. I would have popped on and helped if you needed me to. I'm so sorry. Which one were you doing though? Was it a big Christmas one? All right, a little bit more. See, y'all, I don't think I could achieve this with paint. This like shading. I'm not that good of a painter yet. The huge, oh no. She hit her head, oh no. Oh my gosh, Michelle. Well, I will be thinking about you and your mom. Prayers that she will be a-okay and that, you know, she has a quick recovery. That was something we were always afraid with my grandmother that just passed, was that she was going to fall. And she did fall. Not too long before she passed, she fell and broke her ankle. But we were afraid that like she was going to have surgery. Because we just, you know, she was 96. I'm so sorry, Michelle. I'm thinking about you. I know Miss Holly needs to give us, she does. I don't know if Miss Holly's here, but y'all, Miss Holly E, who's in my comments sometimes, and she shares her crafts in my VIP group. So if you're not part of my VIP group, make sure that you join. Let me drop the comments. Let me drop the link to the group in the comments, because I'm going to have a sale over there tonight, which is always like discounted cutouts. There's throwback cutouts that I show in there. There's also chalk stuff in there. That's going to be tonight. But make sure you're in there, because we also people share their finished pieces to kind of help with inspiration, motivation. 93 next month. Well, fingers crossed, Miss Michelle, that everything is going to be fine. I have a good feeling about it, but I will be thinking about you. I will. I know there's probably nothing I can do, but if there is something I can do from all the way from Texas, you just let me know. All right, I'm going to go through, I'm going to clean up the edges. My hands are so shaky this morning because I am hungry. I did not eat before I went live. So that's a me problem. All right, let's start gluing. The only problem with cutting this tip is then the glue comes out like a waterfall. All right, lay that down. I'm gonna make sure it's lined up so none of the lines are seen. Looks good, and make sure it doesn't shift on me. I've been struggling, I guess, since sitting at this table and crafting. My stuff shifts because I guess my house is at a little bit of a slant. I live in a much older home, and things tend to move. Since some of that soup I made, I wish I could. That soup was so good. That soup was so good. If you're like, what are y'all talking about? I made last week, or Thomas and I made together, Cajun sausage potato soup. And oh, it was so good. So good. All right, put that there. Okay. We have that. Let's go ahead and put this here. Let's go ahead and do our snowman, and we'll do all the white stuff so that way we can, oh no. I thought I lost my white. I got this precision tip for my stick fast. Haven't used it. Yeah, let me know. I mean, I have the new tips, but that bottle's almost done. So I'm trying to hold out. Oops, I got a little too much. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to go through and paint all the white stuff at the same time because white typically needs a few coats. So we got that guy. Pull this out. We're very quiet this morning. Is everybody still waking up? Are you watching while you're at work? If you're new here, I don't think I introduced myself while people were on. I always do at the beginning of my video. If you're new here, my name is Alex. I live in Texas. I live in the San Antonio area. I do a lot of obviously wood cutouts. I've been really loving painting wood cutouts recently, and I do use chalk couture like stencils and all of that as well. Although I haven't been doing that as much lately because I still haven't got my craft room together. It's been, the moment that we go to do it, something happens and it just doesn't work out to do it. So hopefully soon I can get back to, you know, all my chalk stuff because there's so much stuff I want to do. I just can't do it here at this table. Watching while working. Suits are staples for the wintertime blues, as my grandmother used to say. I'm itching my leg. I always feel like I have to preface that. You're listening while you work. Gotcha. I figured, my friends. All right, let's go ahead and do another coat of this. Still on the hunt for a good white. I need to go Dixie Belle. I know they have a great white. Painting craft fair. Ooh. How many craft fairs have you done, Janice? In February for a little mini vacation. Oh, how fun, Denise. That'll be a blast. Depending on when you come, the rodeo might be in town. That's always fun, but it's expensive to go. All right, let's dry. We'll do the word love next. So if you're just popping on, we are working on this word art that says love, winter love never melts, with a little snowman. So we painted the background, obviously, and then next we did the words. And so we're gonna work on all the things that are white, because white typically needs a coat or two or three. All right, that looks good. Second for now, just started after. Good for you, Miss Janice. Good for you. I always recommend too, like, try Whatnot to sell your finished pieces as well. You don't ever have to show your face on Whatnot, which is great. There's lots of people on there who don't, and it works for them. All right, let's do the hat. We're gonna keep with our dark gray themed. You could do a black hat. I've really been liking the dark gray hat for my stuff, so I'm gonna keep on with that. Okay, so this is the color Zinc. And then I'm gonna do the brim of the hat. That looks good. And I'm gonna do the gloves. You're going on the 20th? I'll have to look it up. But y'all definitely need to go to the Pearl. There's lots of fun little restaurants and things to do in there. room with my house, which is old and small. Time to start selling, getting rid of stuff. I understand that. When I got my second laser, things turned upside down in my house, and where my craft room used to be, like where I would stand and I'd have my pretty shelves behind me and all of that, that turned into my second laser room. So now I'm kind of displaced out of my craft room because the other room was meant for like to hold inventory and stuff. And that's where the laser was originally going to go. But it didn't work. So we had to change things up. And so now I've got to change that craft room, that inventory room to like a craft room too. I messed that up. And these needed a second coat as well. Gosh darn it. I forgot about those pieces and I don't know where my makeup sponge bag is. So we'll just open up a new one. Everyone's telling me to sell ornaments next year. I haven't. You should, Maria. You do a fabulous job. You really should. You really should. That's all I'm going to say. Just do it. Just try it. Okay, here we go. We're going to distress our snowman in this blue color. All around the edge. And I'm going to do it on this. Hi, Lynn. Good morning. Okay, so let me show y'all. That's what I'm doing. So this side doesn't have it. This side does. So it does add, I hope I pointed to the right things. It does add a little bit to it. I like the look of it. If you don't like it, then you don't have to do it. That sounded kind of rude. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean that to be rude. Oh, y'all. Hi, Ruthie. Good morning, Sharon. Hello, hello. All right, so this is the little snowbank that sits at the bottom. I'm going to glue those together like so. And then for time purposes, I'm just going to take a paint pen and we're going to color in the stripes of our scarf. All right. I don't like that color. That's too bright. It's too bright. Anytime, Miss Maria. We are going to do random ornament pulls on our Whatnot show. But it'll be very few ornaments. It'll be maybe like 10. I know this pink doesn't match perfectly, but it's going to be close enough. You could take a paint pen or your paint and paint it, obviously, which I've been doing. But just for time, I'm just going to use my paint marker because it's just a little bit faster. Mine is to paint all the wood cutouts painted. That is a goal. Yes, you are correct. I should do that. Like that week between Thanksgiving, oh my gosh, Christmas and New Year's, maybe that would be a good week when there's not much going on. Things will be a little bit slow. That might be a good time to do it. All right, I'm distressing all the snowflakes. We are almost done. we don't have a ton left to paint, which is great. Do y'all make New Year's resolutions? Or do you just like, not even gonna do it because I'm not gonna follow it? That's me. All right. I'm gonna take a little bit of black distress ink that's just left on my finger dauber. And I'm gonna distress the edges. And do the same thing to the brim. Like so. And then I'm also going to, maybe not. Oh my gosh, I'm silly. Right there in front of me. Add some cheeks to our snowman. I'm going to do the eyes. That looks good. No, because I never follow it. Hold on, y'all. For some reason, Facebook has been hiding people's comments. I've never had that happen before as much as it is happening now. And I didn't cover that all with paint. I love that for me. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Okay, so here's our little snowman. Yeah, I don't do it either because I never follow it. Okay. So we got the hearts here. Those are going to be red. I'm just thinking out loud here. Just thinking out loud. I'm going to take my brown. Even though you're not going to see this because the hearts are going to cover it up, I'm still going to color them in. Okay. These markers, these scrappy markers are amazing. I need to add those to my Amazon storefront because they are the bomb. Okay. No, I don't want to put that on there yet. Let's do... Move this here. There's a lot of moving parts to this, y'all. We got all of our little hearts here. So this is going to be red. These are going to go on top. So we're going to do red, pink, light pink. So we're going to use our two pinks and our red. Okay. So hit the heart button for me. Comment the word winter. I probably should have glued those snowflakes on, but you know. Ooh. Whoops. Yep, it was. It's your fault. I'm just joking. It's always Maria's fault. If you're new here, it's always Miss Maria's fault in the comments. All right, let's do our red hearts. This is the color Tuscan Red. So if you've been with me this week, watching me paint all this, I'm still using pretty much all the same colors throughout the week. So Tuscan Red, Cactus Flower, Cotton Candy, Crystal Blue. I've been using all the same colors. And that was not intentional. Like, I didn't plan to do all of these projects that are kind of the same this week. I just have been really enjoying them. So I'm going to keep with it. All right, this heart is going to be this pink color. This is Cactus Flower. Cut that off. And then this is Cotton Candy. Good morning, Tammy. That is Cotton Candy. Oh, not bad. That's where the tape is helpful. All right, then we have our aloe. Uh-oh. We're going to go Desert Cactus. So this one is a little bit different. We've been using the color Aloe for our greenery. We're going to use a Desert Cactus today just because of time. I can't find my aloe. I think that's a great resolution. Hi, Cindy Clark. How are you? All right, greenery, done. Desert Cactus is very, oh my gosh, it was right here. Desert Cactus is very similar to aloe. It's like a little bit darker though. And this is a great green too. Okay, I know Miss Maria is probably like so excited that I used Desert Cactus. She loves that color. She'd probably be even more happy. She'd probably be even happier if I use eucalyptus leaf. All right, one more coat of all of these. We're getting somewhere, y'all, promise. It's just a lot of painting right now, but we really don't have that much left to paint. Okay. Here's the darker pink. One more coat of that. That looks good. I hit it. I warned you last night. And she's like, you better use Desert Cactus. All right. Let's pick up all these paints because your girl is a little messy and I don't want to just wipe all this up and waste all that paint. So we put it back in the bottle. I go through makeup sponges and baby wipes like no other, but I'm going to save my paint. All right, let me wipe all this up. That way I don't just shove a cutout in it and then it gets everywhere. All right, let's do the nose. So after this, all we have left to paint is the word love, the hearts, and the sand. So we are so close to being done. I promise. I promise, I promise, I promise. Right here. Y'all have any fun plans this weekend? Are y'all doing anything? My niece has her birthday party. And then I am working. Our Whatnot show might get moved. I haven't completely decided yet. It might get moved to next weekend. So if you join us on Whatnot, would you prefer the sale to be this weekend or next weekend? Or I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Let me know what y'all would prefer. Okay. Here's the word love. We're going to do a little bit of our Tuscan red. Paint this. The end is near, I promise. It's her birthday on Sunday? Oh, how fun. Y'all do anything for her birthday? Diane, Miss Maria just told all your business. She just told us all your business. You got a birthday. Wendy's like, I don't care. Next weekend. Just because there's more that I want to do for the show that I haven't had the time to get done. I don't know. I can't decide what I want to do. I'll make a decision today for sure. All right, let's dry. One more coat of this. We're going to distress the, not distress, we're going to splatter the word love and the hat to the snowman. And then it'll be time to glue everything. Good morning, Mary. She always does. That's a daughter for you, I'm sure. Oh, thank you. I'm presenting for Craft on the Clock this morning. So I technically have 15 more minutes, which I think we should be fine. I just don't want to be disrespectful to the next person behind me. You know what I mean? All right. She hasn't decided what she wants to do yet. Okay. Splatter. I was like, what am I going to do? What was I doing? We're going to try splattering the heart banner too. Where is that coming from? This zinc color is getting everywheres. All right, here we go. We're going to just splatter with a good old toothbrush. So I also splatter with a fan brush. That will work as well. But for the smaller items, I like to use a little toothbrush because then the splatters aren't so giant. Okay, so I'm going to cover up my little snowman here. Maybe. There we go. Oh, yeah. That looks great. And it's not as messy as the fan brush, I will say. I'm going back over it. You can do as little or as much as you want. It is just a little messy. Yes, comment the word winter. Wipe that up. Let's hit this with the dryer and let's start gluing. Y'all ready? It's been a lot of painting, but this is going to be cute. All right, here we go. Let's start with our big snowflake here. Hi, Diane. So this guy, today only, this whole thing is $13.50. So if you want one, comment the number 100, or comment the number 100 if you've shopped with me before. If you haven't, you can still comment that number. I always just need your email address. But it's $13.50. And then if you've already placed an order this week, I will add it to that order so that way you save on shipping. Because who hates paying shipping? Me. It's the worst. It's not the worst. There's other things much worse than paying shipping. You know what I mean. Okay, that does not fit there, so my bad. I probably should have checked that. That one fits there. And shipping has gotten so expensive. Holy smokes. It's crazy. Hi, Sonia. You've been painting this morning, Miss Ma'am? Oh my gosh, look how cute this is. All right, what are y'all thinking so far? I'm proud of myself that I remembered to do the splatter before I glued everything. I feel like I always like, oh, I should have splattered that. And then I don't want the whole thing splattered. I just want that one piece splattered. Oh my gosh, look how cute this is. Ah! Y'all, look at that. All right. I'm going to glue this. Okay, put this here. Boom. I'm going to distress the glove just a smidge with black. I know, it's adorable. Come on. Here. It's coming together, my friends. Ah! I need to see where this other giant snowflake goes. Oh. That's to his. My bad. Okay, we're going to distress the scarf. This is where I get frustrated because the glue doesn't come out the way that I want it to. All right, the nose. I kind of like that that pink doesn't match. Kind of makes it pop a little bit. Okay. Then we have the hearts up here. Ooh! It doesn't come out and then it just flows out. That's so frustrating. Silly glue. And then it wants to stick to my hand. Okay. We have this one. We're almost there, y'all. We're so close. I just have a little hearts that I need to paint. But I hope y'all love it. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. Thanks, Tammy. Hi, Lorna. Well, you don't want to do that, Miss Tammy. You don't want to do that. All right, then here are, ooh, I love this. This makes me so happy. Yes, it is. Winter love never melts. That's what it says. I mean, you could totally make this like a winter themed, but I mean, it has the word love. So you do you though. So I will have to fix this snowflake right here because it did, kind of the paint lifted. I know, it's so cute. I love it. And we just have to paint 4 hearts. Hi, Tammy. How are you, my beautiful friend? Happy Thursday. Ooh, y'all. If that would have fallen, I never would have found it. Never. And now you just want to flow freely, you silly little glue. Okay, so that's there. Okay, let's do, these are white hearts. That makes it so much easier. Perfect. Okay, easy, easy, easy. We're gonna paint these up really quickly and then we'll glue them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just put that there, wipe these down just a smidge, especially since I'm painting them white. Do not throw that away. A little bit of white. This is the very last thing we're gonna, no, I lied. Last thing we're gonna paint, but we're gonna glue that and then paint it. But I might just paint it after my live. Yay! I don't, Maria. I don't. I mean, sometimes I will. It just depends on the person. But not very often. All right, let's dry this. That looks good. One more coat. And we're good. Dry, dry, dry. Get these nice and dry. And try to clean up my mess. All right. And we're gonna glue. The glue stuck to my fingers, y'all. Or the cutout did, I guess. I just watched it back on the video. Oh, y'all. I just make myself laugh. All right. We're gonna just put glue. Maybe, if it wants to come out, glue, glue, glue. Boom. Make sure the lines are covered. Glue this down. Glue this one down. That looks good. Ah! Maybe if I don't move it around. All right, let's glue this really quickly. This is a little bit smaller. That makes it a little bit more difficult. Love that. Okay, we're gonna have to do this in just 1 second. I need these to be sat up before. That one's good. That one is not. That one is. Okay. So here's what we have. What do we think? Yay, Lorna! So the sand is a little bit more, they don't match up exactly. So you have to center them pretty perfectly. So what I'm going to do is, now that that's set up, so we're going to use the way Thomas taught us, right? So put your first stand, so that you're going to want to put the smaller stand. So when you line them up, there's a smaller one. You're going to put that down first, okay? And as you can see, like the bottom part, it won't work. It won't stand flush if you just use one stand. So the way that Thomas taught us was add your stand, be really careful where you put your glue, okay? You don't want to put glue on the slot right here because you're gonna have to take it out, and then lay this one on top. That looks good, and then pull it off and let it set up. Now, I'm not going to paint the stand. I'll paint it after my live, but it's going to be white, okay? Just for time purposes. So, that's set up. And here we go. What do y'all think? There was lots to paint with this, and I'm pretty proud of myself that we got it done in an hour. So if you want this one, it is $13.50. It's normally $18, but it's on sale for today only for 25% off until midnight. So if you want this, you can comment the word winter, or here, you know what I'll do? Let me put the link in the comments. So if you just want to go to the website and purchase it, you're more than welcome to. But I have it, it'll be available in tonight's Thrifty Thursday sale if you want one. Okay, so there, I just dropped a link to this in the comments if you want it. It's $13.50. You don't have to put a code in or anything. It's already discounted. But if you already have an order with me from this week, so if you purchase from Lifestyle Sunday or any of the other crafts that I've done this week, you can comment the number 100 and I will add it to your order to help save you a little bit on shipping. But if you want to wait to claim it tonight, you're more than welcome to do that too. It'll still be $13.50. There's the link to the VIP group. So comment the number 100 if you want this one. I know a couple of you have already commented that. Just comment the number 100 for me. That way, when I'm scrolling through the comments, I can just stop and see it easily. That helps me out quite a bit. So comment the number 100, but there it is. I think this is so cute. And it is 11.5 inches wide by a little over 6 inches tall. Okay. So there it is. So let me show you all the snowmen real quick that we've done this week, or that I've had this week. So we have our cutout of the week. This one is $6. You can add that to an order. Okay. We have our palette sign. And then we have our Be Mine snowman. Okay. So now which one is your favorite? We did this poll last night. Which one is your favorite? Number 1, number 2, number 3, and then I'll hop on after this, or number 4, and it does come with a stand. All of these will be available tonight in Thrifty Thursday. So if you missed a night, or if you missed Lifestyle Sunday, this guy from Lifestyle Sunday will make an appearance back on tonight's sale. So let me know which one is your favorite. I love them all. These all just make me so happy. I realized you couldn't even see the palette sign. So, all right, my beautiful friends, I will see y'all later tonight over in the VIP group. Make sure that you join. Here is the link one more time. If you want to join the group, anyone can join. It's not a paid group or anything like that. You can join for free and just hang out with us. Gotcha, Lorna. How much for all? I don't know. 13.50, 14, 20, 33.50. Math is hard for me this morning. Hold on. Where's a piece of paper? Hold on, Sharon. I'll tell you here in just 1 second. For all 4, Sharon, it's going to be $47.50. So if you want the palette sign, this guy, and this guy, the whole set would be $47.50. Because this one is on sale right now. So Sharon, if you want them all, just let me know. Or if anybody else wants them all, y'all just let me know. But $47.50 for the set. But they'll be available individually over in the VIP group tonight, okay? All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your day. I will see y'all tonight around 5:15, 5:30 for our Thrifty Thursday sale. So I will see y'all very soon. I'm going to go work. Oh, gosh. I'll figure that out later. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tonight, okay? Bye.